This video is going to be about 40 outdoor gifts for under $20. My name is Brian and you're watching Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty short video about 40 gifts that you can get for under $20. It's about 2.5 weeks till Christmas here. I've checked every one of these is available on Amazon. The prices I'm going to tell you are the Amazon prices as of this morning, and it's about 2.5 weeks before Christmas. So we're going to get right to it. I have to make a confession. I've only got 39 of these gifts to show you because I couldn't find one of them, and I've got a couple of extras maybe that are maybe a little more than $20, like a couple bucks, but those will be extras. We're going to have anyway. So let's get started. First of all, a couple of things. This is something I carry every day in my pocket. This is EDC carry, and literally every day. First of all, you've seen I've done videos on I think everything I'm showing here today. So if you want to look back and search the channel, you can find them. But so ThruNite Ti3 EDC flashlight, a little AAA flashlight. I think it's 130 lumens, 140 lumens, something like that. But I carry it every day. It's very handy. You can clip it onto a hat to make a headlamp out of it. Put it in your pocket. Pretty cool. This thing's $19.95. Okay, so that's the first one. Number two is a Zippo Lighter. This one has to be black, but they start at about $8.61 on Amazon. So by the way, there will be links below for every single thing I'm reviewing, Amazon links. I'll get a little commission. It won't cost you anything different, so it's a win-win for everybody. Third thing I carry every day, everywhere I go, is in my pocket, is a little Swiss Army knife, just a little one. It's got a nail file, really sharp little blade, a pair of scissors, which come in kind of handy, and a toothpick and a pair of tweezers. So this one happens to be yellow, all different colors. They start at about $14.71. So those things are in my pocket at all times. Next thing we want to talk about is knives. So got several knives here for you that are under the $20 range. First one, it's not a Bushcraft knife, but it's pretty cool. It's a Schrade boot knife, double-edged in this case. They have several versions if you can't have a double-edged blade or you just don't want one. And it is $18.92. Comes with a leather sheath. So that's going to be the first knife we're going to talk about. $18.92 Schrade boot knife. Next thing going to be is the Mora Companion. And this one's kind of old, got a little rust on it. It's been in a leather sheath it's not the right sheath, but the Mora Companion, very classic knife, very lightweight, crazy sharp, $14.64. So that's always a good choice for a Mora. After that Mora Companion, you've got the Mora Companion HD, which is a little bit thicker, a little bit fatter handle, a little bit heavier if you got bigger hands, and it is $16.80 on Amazon this morning. So Mora Companion HD. We'll go back to the Schrades. We've got a Schrade folding knife, SC501. Which one is this? SC501S, and it's just got a little flipper on the back. Opens up very nicely. Partially serrated blade. G10 handles with some. Anyway, it's a nice knife. I've done a review on this one also. My son actually adopted this one. He really likes it. I like it too. So that's the SCH501S, and it is $18.98. What a deal! After that, we got the Mora Classic. This is the old school classic. You've probably seen Cody Lundin carry a knife like this on a lot of TV shows, videos. And the Mora Classic is $16.98. Another great choice. Comes in this kind of, classic looking little plastic sheath. Okay, after that, we have got the Old Hickory. Old Hickory is a very classic butcher knife. You've seen Dave Canterbury talks about this one a lot. It's a made in America, carbon steel blade. I think it's $10.95 or $10.75, one of the two. I can't remember. I got a video on this one too. Nice wood handle, nothing fancy about it. This thing is $10.09 as of this morning on Amazon. It does not come with a sheath. However, the K-Bar Classic sheath, which cost as of this morning, it is $10.83 for this sheath. You can see it's not really designed for this knife, but it fits like it was born there. So for right at 20 bucks, you can have a knife and a sheath combination of a classic design. After that, one of my favorite little knives is a folding knife. It's the Opinel No. 9, and this is made in France. It's got a unique little locking system on it. This is a carbon steel version. They make stainless. It's very popular among the Bushcraft circles because it's real solid lockup. It's a 100-plus-year-old design, and it's just extremely sharp and it takes an edge very, very well. So that is the Opinel No. 9, available on Amazon as of this morning for $14.95. Okay, after that, well, something a little bit different. We got the Schrade Tough Tool, and it's a Schrade multi-tool, and it is a multi-tool, comes with a sheath, and it is $17.73 on Amazon this morning. By the way, pretty much everything I've checked, if you're an Amazon Prime member, is available for Amazon Prime, so you get the great shipment, and it's available You know, if you order it within the next couple of days, you'll get it before Christmas. So that's a cool deal. Next thing, as far as cutting tools is, this is the Schrade neck knife. This is a really cool little knife. This one is stainless steel. It will strike a ferro rod really good. It's got a big enough handle that you can get some grip on it. I did a quick video on this one a couple weeks ago, and this is available for $14.49. Make a great, it comes with a little sheath with a pocket clip or a chain. Make a great little Christmas present for that one. The Schrade neck knife. I'm blasting through this stuff, guys, I know, but I'm trying to not make this take you forever. So, next on my list is a Fiskars Folding Saw, and I did a quick review of this one. Very handy little deal. This thing is $13.35 on Amazon. It's a good performer. It was pretty much on par with the Baco. I like the latch version on it. So anyway, this Fiskars is $13.35. Great deal. If you want to spend just a little more than 20 bucks for the Classic though, the Baco folding saw, which is Dave Canterbury's favorite, and I have to say it's one of my favorites. It's an excellent saw, and it is $22.22 this morning on Amazon. So a little more than 20 bucks, but that's one of the extras I'm throwing in for you here, the Baco folding saw. As far as cutting tools go, I got one more for you, and that is the Chainmate pocket chainsaw, and it's a little pocket chainsaw blade with nylon handles on the end. And it works really well. I did a video on this one. You can search for that one on the channel, and it is a really great deal of $10.25. $10.25. Comes with this neat little pouch. Very handy, very good cutting little saw. In my opinion, it's well worth getting one of these and trying to take up the extra room as opposed to one of those little cable saws. Okay, moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about fire. Got the Light My Fire Army Firesteel, one of the most popular Firesteels on the market. $17.69 on Amazon today. So it's a really good one. This will last you a long time and do a great job. It's just a classic Firesteel. So if you have a way to strike a fire, you need something to start it, I've got a couple options for you here. WetFire, which is very popular. They come in these little packs like this, and they call them WetFire for a reason. You can dip them in water, get them soaking wet, crumble them up, and they'll light. You just crumble them up, hit them with a spark, and they'll burn for a long time. 8-pack is going right now on Amazon for $7.95, so about $1 a piece, but they'll get a fire going in pretty much any condition. So that's WetFire. Another one is this is a Micro Inferno, and they're available from several different brands. They start at Amazon for $9.99. They're just little tabs that you break up. They're very condensed. You kind of fray them up and burn them. They burn a long time, and really good job for starting a fire. Again, $9.99 Amazon, so for a pretty good sized pack. Last but not least, on the fire, one of my favorite little fire resources is comparably new. I think it came out last year or so. It's called Live Fire. The way it works is you just slide this top of this lid back like so. You can see I've used mine a little bit. You scrape it up a little bit, strike a fire on it, sit it under your tent, it'll burn, you know, however you want. This, if you leave it open, it'll burn like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes. But you can also, what I like about it is you can throttle it down, use it for like a candle, or you can light your fire with it, pull it back out, close it up, and reuse it. So it's a really great little resource. This thing is $8.99, and it'll last you a long time. Okay, so that's the Live Fire. Moving right along, we've got several books. Books are always a good present. They're reasonably inexpensive, and you know, you get a lot of knowledge out of them. So first of all, very popular, number 7, I think, as of yesterday on the New York Times bestseller list, believe it or not, Dave Canterbury, Bushcraft 101. It's a great book. I've got it. And again, I've done more in-depth reviews on all these books. So it's $13.46 in paperback, this version right here on Amazon. Second, one of my favorite books is Cody Lundin, 98.6, The Art of Keeping Your Beep Alive. And he's also got another book, which is the one that I don't have, and it's called When Hell Freezes Over. And it's another excellent book, more about urban type survival. So that's the mystery book that's going to make up the 40. But anyway, these are all excellent books. 98.6, Cody Lundin's book is $13.34. The AllHell Breaks Loose book is a lot bigger book, and it's $16.99. Then the next is a very popular SAS Survival Guide by Lofty Wiseman. Yours may not look like this. Mine's a few years old, and it is $17.67, and it's just a gigantic book. I've done a kind of a review on that one. Next is a very popular book, Mora Companion, Bushcraft, and it is $13.26. These are classic books, all these I'm talking about. If you don't have them in your library, or somebody that you want to give a gift to doesn't, they will really appreciate these, I'm sure. Next along the list is by John D. McMahon, who's an ex-Marine, or maybe there's no such thing, but he's the Build the Perfect Survival Kit. John does a great job, tells you how to go about putting your own survival kit together so you can have exactly what you need. That's another classic. A couple that you may not be aware of are kind of unusual. One is by a guy named Larry Dean Olson. It's Outdoor Survival Skills. This is probably 30, 40 years old now, but it's still in print. And it's just, if you want primitive skill lessons and primitive skill techniques and ideas, this is a very, very, very good book. Larry was the technical advisor for the book, the movie, Jeremiah Johnson with Robert Redford. If you've not seen that movie, by the way, man, you need to watch it, okay? So anyway, Outdoor Survival Skills by Larry Dean Olson. And this one is $12.44. Now I forgot to tell you that Bushcraft by Mora Companion is $13.26. The Build the Perfect Survival Kit is $11.84, and Outdoor Survival Skills is $12.44. And then I've got something that's completely different. It's a fictional book, actually a novel called Cache Lake Country, and it is paperback version available for $15.13. But this is an excellent book. Although it is fiction, it talks about a guy that goes and spends some time in the woods, and it's got a lot of details about how to make moccasins, how to make snow, just how to do some different stuff with drawings and everything that it actually works. So it's just a really good read. So I recommend this one, Cache Lake Country. And last but not least, in the book type genre, it's not something you read, it's something you write in. It's a Write in the Rain all-weather field book, around 15 bucks on Amazon. Write in the Rain also has a lot of other versions of their products out there, so you can buy bigger or smaller. And what I like about it is you can write in the rain. The pages are waterproof, so you can keep a journal, keep a log, make notes, you know, trapping notes, navigation notes, anything you need, and it's just a really good resource to have with you. So that's a Write in the Rain field book. All right, we're getting there, I promise you. So that's all the books. Another little thing that I think is an excellent gift, a good stocking stuffer, is a whistle. And this is a Fox 40 whistle. It's an excellent whistle, and it comes in a 2-pack for $7.34 for a 2-pack. So this is great. It's something everybody should have with them in the woods, is a whistle. Makes a great stocking stuffer. So that's the Fox 40 whistle. And next is Ranger beads. These are really good for navigating and field navigation and checking your distance. I've got a video about using these things. So anyway, these Ranger beads are a really good stocking stuffer, $7.42. So great, and they got several versions. That's just the regular versions. Okay, then we got a SOL utility blanket. I've got mine unfolded now, using it. It's basically big orange blanket, a lot heavier than the small emergency blankets. I think I've got a review on this one also, and it is $11.95 on Amazon today. In the same vein, we've got the SOL, and mine's taped up, but it's a 2-person emergency blanket, and it is $7 on Amazon. So a couple of choices there, make a great little stocking stuffer. It will actually fit in the stocking. It's a great resource to have with you at all times. Next on the list is the Light My Fire titanium spork. This is what I use in the woods. It's got a really decent little serrated edge for cutting on it. It's got the fork and the spoon on the other end. So it's actually, instead of having to compromise, you get to choose between one and the other. It's super lightweight, and this thing goes for $13.23. So, and I use this one every time I go camping. After that, we've got the stainless water bottle. I've always got some of these in my truck, and these are $6.30 like this and up. You spend 30, 40 bucks on one too, and that's fine, but that's a really good gift. So this one's $6.30, Amazon. Pretty good deal. You take the lid off, you can boil water in it, which is great. After that, got the Berkey Sport. This is a filter bottle. It's got a filter inside. You pop it up and drink. It has got one of the best filters on the market. It gets rid of contaminants and viruses and bacteria and all kinds of stuff. It's just really a great filter bottle. It's good for maybe 100 and something refills. Super lightweight. It's plastic. Just fill it up and drink out of it. There's no fancy pumping or anything like that. This thing goes for $18.39. And I've used it. I'm dipping water out of, definitely questionable streams, and I'm still alive, so I'm assuming it works. Didn't get sick or anything. Okay, next after that is a backpack stove. I have reviewed this one also, but it's a little bitty fold-up stove. It's got a piezo igniter on it and everything, and it goes for $10 and under on Amazon. I've got a link there, and you can just put, there's different brands. I think this one was 10 bucks, but you can actually get one that's 6 bucks, and they're probably made in the same factory in China. So, and it comes in this little plastic case here, folds up very neat, very tight. It goes, that's all the room it takes up. And again, under 10 bucks for the backpacking stove. Great little stocking stuffer or gift. You're gonna need with that stove some backpacking fuel. These things start at $5.99 and go up. They will ship them from Amazon, and they're, you know, there's a lot of different versions and all that, but they're just real handy to have. Hook your stove on, click it up, and you're cooking. So that's another good little gift for under 20 bucks. Finally, I have one more thing under 20 bucks, and that's the Smith Pocket Pal. And this thing is somewhere in the neighborhood of $8.75. Not somewhere, that's what it costs. Smith's Pocket Pal. It's got a knife sharpener. It's got a ceramic and a carbide for putting, you know, redoing an edge and keeping an edge on your knife maintained. And then it's got a little diamond rod that you can use for recurves and fish hooks and stuff like that, and for sharpening your serrations. Okay, I almost forgot, I got a couple more blades for you to make up the 40. First of all is the Old Timer Sharp Finger, classic design knife, classic little knife. And this thing is only $15.10 on Amazon. It's a skinning knife. I've reviewed this one also. It's just a classic design. Anybody would be really happy to get a knife like this, I'm sure. Finally, the last of the under 20 crowd is an cold steel Pendleton Light. Super lightweight. This was Field & Stream's Knife of the Year a few years ago, so it's really a nice knife. Super, super sharp. Just, you won't even know you got it, and yet it does a great, great job. So that's a Pendleton Light from Cold Steel for $15.38. And that pretty much concludes the $20, sub $20. We talked about one extra, which was the Baco was $22.22. Got one more item for you that's slightly above 20, kind of a bonus item. Super, super popular, and that's the Sawyer Mini water filter. Can't tell you how great this thing is. You screw it on a water bag, you fill the water bag up, you screw it on, you squeeze it out into your water bottle. You can use it for an inline filter. You can drink out of it like a straw. It's just very versatile. Good for like 100,000 gallons or something like that. And it's right at 20 bucks. It's actually about $21.95, so not too much more. Again, that's Amazon. And just a great, great thing to have with you at all times if you're going to spend any time in the outdoors. Okay, well, that's it. I know I rushed through this. Let me breathe for a minute here. I wasn't trying to gloss over anything. I've done pretty much reviews on most of this stuff. I think on all of it, actually. If you just go back to the channel and search. I'm not going to put links to all those reviews below because it would make the description like, you know, 8 feet long. I am going to put links to where you can buy all these and go to check these out on Amazon. Every one of those links, just so we're clear, will be what's called an affiliate link, which means that if you click on that link and you buy it, I'll make a buck or two, you know, so, which is really good because it helps me keep things on the air and helps you hopefully not have to scratch your head looking for presents for people. So anyway, that's my goal in doing this video. It's just, I know it's a couple weeks before Christmas. If you're like me, you're not done buying. You're not done getting people's gifts. If you are, man, good for you. I'm impressed. But anyway, I know that money's kind of tight, so sometimes it's hard to find gifts that fit your budget. Hopefully somewhere in here you'll find some gifts that'll fit your budget and that will make somebody happy, because I'm telling you, as an outdoor guy, I would like to get any of these things, and I don't know anybody that wouldn't really. So anyway, I'm rambling as usual, so I'll stop now. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing if you haven't done so. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up down below. Let Google know you like this kind of video. Please share this with your friends. They may be looking for some gift ideas too. And be sure to check out my website, survivalonpurpose.com. It is a work in progress, but it's getting better every day. Anyway, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. And have a Merry Christmas.